All right, so on this set of problems, we're going to solve fraction of, and remember, fraction of mean to multiply. And every whole number really has a 1, could have a 1 underneath it. So when we multiply straight across, I have 2 times 7. I get 14 thirds, and I could quickly divide that to make this a mixed number. So 14 thirds is the same as 4 and 2 thirds. Then here I'm going to multiply straight across again. 5 times 3 is 15. 8 times 1 is 15. And then I couldn't divide to make it improper. Some of you could probably divide that in your head. Oops, 8, not 16. 1 and 7/8 are not improper mixed. All right, 12 times 4 is 48. 5 times 1 is 5, and so we're going to divide. Five times what is close to 45? 5 times 48, 5 times 9, that's 45. So we have 9 3/5. Write a 6-digit number with 7 in the thousands place. So before I do anything, I like to make my blanks. 1 for all the places, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't know where my decimal goes or anything like that because I don't know all the places. So I'm going to have a thousands place. So I'm going to need a comma somewhere. A hundredths place, that's my smallest value so far. Tenths place, tens, and then other places. So my biggest value will be my thousands, and then my smallest would be my hundredths. So I need a decimal here. 7 in the thousands place, 5 in the hundredths place, 4 in the tenths place, a 3 in the tens place, and a 9 in the other places. So my number is 7,939 and 45 hundredths. All right, moving right along. A costume designer is using 264 yards of green fabric to make 36 frog costumes. If each costume requires the same amount of fabric, how many yards will be used for each one? So this is a division problem because I have 264 things that I'm splitting 36 times. Will tell me how many yards are in each costume. So I have to think about this with division. So 264 and 36. 36 can't go into 2. It can't go into 26. Now I have to think about how many 36s are in 264. So this is where our estimation strategies come in handy. I can think of this as about 260 and then this about 40. So if I think about 4 times what gets me close to 26, I could think about it as 4 times 6 gets me close to 26. So I'm going to try 36 times 6 and see what happens. So 6 times 6 is 36. All these 6's here. And 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3 is 21. I think I can get a little closer. So it's all about guessing and checking. I'm going to try 36 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 4 is 25. That gets me pretty close. So my quotient is 7 and the remainder is 12. But since it's fabric, we're going to report that remainder as a fraction. So we need 7 and 12/36 yards per costume. Nigel has 2 dogs. One eats 2.5 pounds of food each week. The other eats 1 3/8 pounds each week. Together, how much food do the dogs eat in a week? Well, that tells me we're going to add. So I'm going to take 2.5 plus 1 3/8 equals F for food, how much food they're going to eat in a week. So to add these, I need a common denominator. So what's common between 2 and 8? If you know your math facts well, you might know this one already. It is 8. So 3/8 stays the same, but half needs to have an equivalent fraction. 2 times 4 is 8. What I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. 4/8. So 2.5 is the same as 2 4/8 plus 1 3/8. Now let's add the whole numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. Let's add the numerators. 4 plus 3 is 7, and the denominator stays the same. So they eat 3 7/8 pounds of dog food in 1 week. So for number 3, or number 5, you're being asked to look back at number 3. Explain how you decided what to do with the remainder. Now, if you're stuck, think back to that problem and figure out what we did with the remainder.